Hello. Hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. I want to look at this massive ship because it's barely moving. I've been tracking its progress for around a week, and this just so happens to be on the 13th. We can take this down. You can see it's the 13th. And this big ship, it is big. It's very, very big. So, hello. Hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. We are looking at the Soho Lasco C3, and we're looking on the date of the 13th, and this great big massive ship is still here. Let's zoom up because we have more ships that have joined it. If you look right here, you can see that there's a ship right here. And you can see there's a ship here and a ship over here. The ships are all over the place. And they're different sizes. But what's really interesting is how this right here, it doesn't stay a solid line. It has literally different compartments upon it which move, mechanisms which move back and forth. And if we were to come over here, which we are, I'm going to see if I can enlarge this a little bit. Like a whole lot, because I can. And I'm going to. I'm enlarging it. Sure I am. Okay, let me do this. So I want you to look at this. This is not a planet by any means at all. Let's come over here. Let's find this great big ship that's also near this sun. Okay, so this is a big ship too. And it's right next to this. Okay, so look at this. It's so massive, it really is. Look at all the different extensions and look at the different types of ships. They kind of look like the cube ships. Okay, that's fine and dandy. It's fine and dandy. Look at these. So I want to try to get down toward the end, and it really does. It looks as if we have other ships going inside of this right here. You may say, Gina, that's way too big for me to even notice anything. Well, we can shrink that down a little bit if it's too big for you. We can shrink it. I want to shrink it down about that size. I'm not going any lower than that. I'm not. I want you to be able to see these other ships right here. They're not pixels. They are ships. But look how this one comes up, this great big long one right here. Look at that. Look at the tips of it right here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm also going to invert it. That's what I'm going to do. Invert it. Take a screenshot right now. So look at that. So I think these smaller ships are going to that because they are an extension. Look up here how there's one here on the side. Look over here at this corner of the edge. There is a ship that's literally right here connecting. And this looks like a cube. I'm just going to tell you it does. It most definitely does. Look at that. Is that not cool looking? I think it's so cool, but it's barely moving across the space around the sun. And then, you know, look at that ship. But let's look down here, you all. This is, that's massive. It really is. It's massive. It's practically the whole length of this ship above it, just like that. It really is. If we were to do them side by side, it's almost as long. Look where it ends up. Except this is a tad bit longer. And you can see it just now. This part just now was able to breach that distance of the sun. Look at this. Just let's think about the scope of this. This ship literally, it still has not left the airspace over here to this side. It literally is extending all the way from here all the way to here. It's been doing this since the 20th of February. The 20th of February. And the further it goes this way, the more extended it gets. And it keeps this. It's almost like, to me, looking at it right now, it's almost like it is creating a barrier. So I've got a part of me thinking, when this moves across this space right here, which I'm telling you, it is only moving not even this length at a time right here. Okay, that's it. It's barely, barely, barely moving. It took it since the 20th to get from the one end, 20th of February, to the 15th to right here. So that's what I want to share with you. Look at that. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just do this. I'm going to go to the 20th. You can do this too. I would encourage you to. You can go to the 20th of February. Just pick the 20th. Let's do the 21st, just to be on the safe side. You do it on the 21st. See? It's just now entering on the 21st. So the 20th, if we were to go back, for the sake of going back, it's actually the 20th when it's the first tip of it shows up. And if we were to go to the 19th, because I want to calculate when it entered that airspace. Okay, so it's the 20th. Since the 20th, it literally has made it It's went from one side over there to right here. And only thing it keeps doing is extending and extending and extending. So this side didn't get any shorter at all. It didn't. And that's pretty important to note. It did not get any shorter at any given time whatsoever. So that's why I think as it makes its way further across, I could be wrong, I think it's going to continue to extend itself from one end all the way to another. Now we can extend this like that also. You can see these ships as they moving across the screen, and they are ships. These are ships, and they change their shape too. Watch this. Let's blow this up. Well, I don't literally mean it, but I just mean to enlarge it so you can see them. How they change their shape like that sun. Is that not amazing? Look at the shapes that it is changing into. I really do. I'm telling you, I think it's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing, the shapes that it can take on. And just like this, they shape shift. Just like that. So you can look at this. It is too cool. Now, let's see how far down. Okay. So this is the one underneath. Let's find it, Gina. Let's come back over here because I can't. Oh, you ain't going to see this. I'm not on the 13th. I've already went to the, I went back to the 15th. So you're not going to see it too up close, but you can see these other ships. They just literally, they're popping in all over the place. They are all over the place. They're not debris. They're none of that. None of it at all. These are actual, they're actual ships. look at that one, how it stops right there. I can't stop it. But it's got like 2 layers on it right there, maybe 3. So let's just shrink it. This is that sun. And this is that ship. It is by far the largest one I've ever seen extend across that airspace. The largest. Someone else might have seen another one. And there are some who probably think that this is a planet. Would I say 100% certain that this is not a planet? No. But I'm saying 90% of me thinks this is a ship because of the way it moves and all the extensions associated with it, and all of these smaller ships that literally are making contact with this, and how these squares get on top of there like that. Okay, these squares getting on top, and how this is moving the way that it's moving. See, they're mechanisms. They're moving like a machine is what they're doing. And you can't make this stuff up. You can't. It's here. It's happening. And yeah. So with that being said, I'm going to go. Please give this video a thumbs up and have a wonderful rest of your day. Yeah, we got to have a lot of thumbs up to counter those thumbs down, because the more thumbs ups we got, the more likes, the more the videos are going to get recommended to others to help raise the awareness. Thank you so very much. I want to look at this in the inverted mode so that we can see these ships better, okay? That's what I want to do. So you can see I've took out that one section so we can get a better close-up look. How cool is this? So we've got this one ship right here. Look how it has this little thing that comes down like that. Isn't that a strange looking ship? And I mean no disrespect to it, I don't. But look at these, how these literally, they will slide in and out, and so will these. Let's come over here. Let's look at the center of that. Look at that. That is pretty neat. It is so neat looking. And if we come over here toward the end, look, these can be seen in the sky right here. We got a cube. And I do believe that these do have the ability to stack themselves upon one another and make whatever size of a ship they want. Here's another one. Look at that. And look how this lined up. I think there's ships inside of here, different variances of ships that made up this great big long line of ships that is right below the other ones. And you know, if the truth be told, what if, okay, this is the main ship right here. What if these are all of its backup and they're gathering their forces together? What if? Now granted, on the 15th it's gone. It showed up only on the 13th. But I think it's really cool to see it in the inverted mode. I really do. It is so cool. Now let me look at this. I was just thinking that we could see this in the sky. I was thinking that I really could, because sometimes, now let's think about this. When the sun rises, as it rises in the sky, it has this little hump like this, and then it flares off to the side. It does as the sun rises. It rises with a hump, and then it has this part right here that literally flares off into the side as it's making its way off of the horizon. That's just now entered my mind. So let's take a picture and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about is what I'm going to do. Look how it bows down. This is in Guadalajara, webcam de Mexico. You can go there too. It's a live webcam that is shared. But look at this. Look at the arch as it rises up. Okay, and it's the thickest right here. But once it gets higher up in the sky, you don't see the rest of it. Okay, you don't. It kind of fades away. See how it's still extending downward? It kind of fades away. What if those extenders that are on the sun, what if this is that ship? What if it is? And what if those extenders are cloaked on both sides? What if? While we're at it, I want to come over to Table Mountain. Because this sun, why is the sun purple? Okay, why is the sun purple? Let's watch this, because it's got extenders on both sides. It does. It's like the circle part of the sun. And then there's extenders on both sides of this sun. I'm really beginning to think that it is a massive ship. And probably not just any ship. It's probably the winged planet, the Anunnaki ship. Look at that. So why would the sun even look like that? Why would it have something extending off to the side? Because it really does remind me of that big massive ship on the Lasco C3. Because it has the extenders on the side, and they're pretty thick on the side. But see over here, you can't really see the rest of it. And this really kind of does look like it. Did I just see something flash over here? Well, let's look at this just for a brief moment, because there's so much going on. And I've not seen this do that at Table Mountain before. I haven't, as it comes down. Because normally you would see the roundness of the sun. You wouldn't see that extension like that, a little slither of a sun. I really don't think you would. I'm just trying to figure this out. Yeah, okay, look, you can see like the curve right here. Curve, and then the extension. You can see that on both sides. It's literally extending out on both sides like a ship. Look at that. Now, if anybody thinks that this is normal to see the sun like that, I don't know what to tell you. I think you might need to rethink the way you view things. That's not normal. It really isn't normal. Why has it got the pinkish on it? Why? Why? And why has it got the little nodules at both sides of it? Because it's not a sun. I'm beginning to think this very moment that I think it's the ship on the Lasco C3. I really do. I think I've got this. It's in 4K. Okay, they upgraded their camera stuff. They did. Look at that. They are in 4K. So yeah, and it's normal mode. Look at that. And their camera has just started doing this like little barely moving thing, like lagging, just as of today. So yeah, that's interesting, you all. So I'm going to take it up here to the top. Let's take it to the top. It's going to spin. Hopefully we will get it to as it's coming down. You see, just this is supposed to be like the sun or something right here. This slither, because it sure brightens itself up as if it is a sun. But I think it's the ship. I really do. I think it's the ship. Let's do a little spinning around. See, look at that. Look at that. What is that doing there? And why is it purple? Why has it got this? And if we were to go all the way down, here's what happens. So it's going to spin a little. Please don't spin too much on us, because we got to watch this video. We're trying to figure out this. Now look at that. So this is what we've got. And there's something also super bright right here. And these clouds are moving super fast up here. They shouldn't, but they are. They're moving faster than these clouds. Yeah, so look at that. I don't know why they haven't panned over here and let us see that, but it's okay. So let me just pause this. So this is that ship on the Lasco C3. and it's barely making its way across the airspace by the sun. And it entered the airspace on February the 20th, 2021. That's when it first came into view. And it was like the thick parts of it were coming out. Okay, we've seen that. Okay, and it does have extensions on both sides, and the extensions are getting longer and longer and longer. And you're going to see the full picture of these with a ruler next to it to show you the increments as it moved, I think from the 9th through the 15th, which is currently today. But I'm telling you, something's going on, and really I'm thinking that this is in the sky and it's showing up. I think it's showing up as it rises with the curvature like that. And I think it's showing up at Table Mountain too, with extenders on both sides, because it's a ship. It's not the real sun. Not saying the sun's not up there, but I think this ship is up there in the sky. So I'm going to go. And I just want to thank you for watching this video, and please give this video a thumbs up. We're all looking for answers. There's many theories out there. This is my theory, okay? And I look forward to sharing more with you as I'm given it, as I'm drawn to it. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.